Hey guys, my name is DJ Bass-Leopard, and today I'm here with a very important special guest, Rallen. Rallen, how are you
Hello,
today?
lovely. Thanks for having me. I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. I'm very excited to have you as
Thank
part of
you. I
the
really appreciate it.
podcast.
Thank you for putting me
So
on.
tell us, introduce yourself. How did you come up with the DJ name Rallen? Like, is it like, how sometimes people use like the last name or they'll have some
hmm
type of meaning behind like for their stage name? Like, how
Yeah.
did you come up with the name
So
Rallen?
my nickname was Rallen in high school because my first name is Rachel and my last name is Alan. So Rallen is how it went. And like all my family members, like my brother, his name's Josh, so his name is Jallen. And then my little brother's name is Sam, so it was Salin. And then so ever since high school, it was just stuck to me, and everyone called me Rallen. So I was like, it's only what do you call it, normal to make my DJ name Rallen as well.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because so many people only know me as that. So like they didn't even know my name for like a long time. And then I was like, maybe I'll put it in my Instagram bio just so people know that that's my name. And like so many people like came up to me, I think at one of the like an event later, and they were like, I did not know that was your name. And I'm like, yep. So yeah, it's good. I feel like I was always like, oh, it sounds a bit lame, but now it's kind of like a good, I guess, meaning behind it. So
Well, that's
yeah,
really cool,
yeah.
especially all the names that they all rhyme as well. And
Yeah,
I
Rallen,
like
Sal,
the
and Jan.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
the DJ name Rallen.
Thank
It's actually
you.
really cool.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, babe. Well, it's just thank my parents for that with the
Thank your
last name.
parents.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Dad.
I'll thank your
Thanks,
parents for
Dad.
that
Yeah.
too. So, how long have you been a DJ for?
So I started bedroom DJing
Yeah.
probably around like 2016.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
like had a little controller at home and just started like being taught by friends on that. I had a good friend of mine, his name's Todd. He kind of taught me it would have been back in like 2015 now. So God, a good nearly 10 years ago. And then I think it was around 2018 I decided that I wanted to like pursue it a bit longer and try my luck at getting a gig. So there was this random party night back then called Club Rehab, and they had this
Oh,
night.
cool.
Yeah, it was at Candy's apartment, and they had this opportunity for just like one of their resident DJs to play with anyone. So what you had to do is just rock up early, put your name on the list, and you were able to play a 20-minute set with them. So I did it and I got to play with them, and then the promoter saw and they were like, "Oh, we'd like to have you back on for another party." So
Wow.
that's how I started actually DJing out. But yeah, the journey started like probably 2015, 2016. So a while now. Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, so that was all hard style back
Or
then.
hard style.
Yeah,
I
back
feel like
then.
now because like I mean, what do you think of like the
The
new
crossover.
like, what do you think of like
Look,
the
yeah.
old hard style versus the new hard style? I
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
the old hard style back then was a lot better.
Yeah.
Sorry to the new hard style fans out there,
I think a lot
but
of people a lot of people that know me know my opinion on this.
yeah,
And honestly, nothing against like, new hard style. It just isn't my thing.
yeah,
Um, Big ups to all the big like what do you call it, artists, doing their
the
thing
new
and getting
artists,
big through
yeah,
them. Like, but I think the classic hard style always it's just you can't explain it. Like the feeling, the emotion, the way the tracks make you feel, the
mm,
like nostalgic feeling, like it's just I don't know, it's just it felt like it was just a happy time.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
you feel more connected
It's so
to the older
connected,
hard
yeah.
style music, especially euphoric hard style. I felt very
Euphoric.
connected with it. Now I feel
Absolutely.
like you just don't.
Makes you feel like,
Yeah.
this is why we became ravers and why we were like, it's such a massive community. While I've met so many of my lifelong friends was back when like hardstyle was like that. And yeah, I think it's just gotten these days a little bit too more about like the trend and like what's
What's
popular and
popular? Yeah.
who can have the hardest kick, who can have the most crazy fake drop, things like that.
Yeah.
But in saying that, there are some current hardstyle artists and new stuff coming out that I'm really enjoying. So, like obviously in terms of raw style, like the Spoon Tech stuff is incredible. Like it's all still really hard, but like has that like roots sound.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and like some of like the euphoric guys coming back, B Front will always be amazing, and Future Noise and all of them. Not that I've been listening to much hardstyle, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's my thoughts on it, and everyone likes what they like, but it just, I feel like as the sound progressed, it just wasn't really for me anymore. So
So,
yeah.
so do you still play hardstyle, or have you gone into a different genre
So I
now
play like the classics in my sets sometimes.
for hardstyle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff
Okay.
from like, 2009, 2010. And so because I'm playing hard techno now, it really does intertwine. Like a lot of people have the argument that hard techno and early hardstyle sound exactly the same. And it's like, yeah, they have similarities, but it's very different. But their way they're similar, they work really well in a set together. So it's really fun to kind of like mix a bit of hardstyle
Yeah,
in
and
as well.
techno. Yeah, so
But
cool.
the newer hardstyle wouldn't go so well
It
with it,
wouldn't go
in my
so well.
opinion. Yeah, unless it was like a for example, raw spoon tech track. Like I feel that would work, but yeah.
Name us a hard techno artist that really inspired you into their music.
Oh my god, that's hard.
There definitely would have been a few there.
Into the music, God.
What do you
So
think? Like, what do you think of Restricted? Like,
I love
Restricted's going into
Restricted.
hard techno.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I got into it. I think bit before Restricted came out.
Okay.
He's only really recent. I think he's great, man. He's like his I don't know, his energy, his vibe, his tracks are so fun. Like,
Yeah.
like I was saying before, like his set at Meltdown, like packed out. He was on second and it was like packed by them because everyone wants to see him.
Everyone's seen, yeah.
He's got good tracks and the way he's on stage, like I do love his like presence, and yeah, he's going to do really well, man. But I think he's the one that everyone knows and
Yeah,
relates
I
to
feel
hard
like
techno
he's
now.
the biggest upcoming like
And it's
hard techno DJ
100%
in
in
Australia, and I
Australia.
feel like he's
Yeah.
gonna like move on to like Europe
That's
as
the
well.
thing, like I feel like everyone, like Australia, it's hard to break through music in Australia, but like I feel like he could stay here and do really well
Yeah.
because like, we still get festivals here and he plays at them and people just want to come and see him. It's crazy. Whereas like a lot of other Aussie artists, people aren't so like, hyped to come and see.
Yeah.
They want someone from Europe, they want an international, but like, yeah. So, but yeah, I think he's even if he did stay in Australia, he'd do really well. And if he moved over there, God, like who knows? So
I
yeah.
actually haven't seen Restricted live, but definitely on my
You have
bucket
to,
list to
yeah.
go and see him.
Yeah, for sure. He'll be around, don't worry.
So how do you stay inspired and keep your sound like
Yeah.
fresh during your sets?
So inspired. So basically the way I stay inspired is research. Like I literally if I've got a set coming up and I just want to and I want something fresh and unique, like I'll always just search artists that I like. So for example, like I've heard YouTube sets from like international artists, Verknip sets and all of that.
Yeah.
Find a track I like. I'm like, this track's crazy. I'll search the artist and then I'll keep looking at all of their music and then I see, oh wow, this artist, I really like them, and that's where I'll start, knowing the vibe of my sets, like getting an artist. And then there's this like a cool tool on Spotify where you can it suggests artists like them, so you start going through their like discography as well. And that way, that's how you discover new songs, new artists, and then that's how it like shapes your what do you call it, sound. But yeah, also just searching on SoundCloud, like free downloads are an absolute gem. Like
Yeah, yeah.
you hear a song and you go and you found a free like algorithms as well. They like you press a song and then it takes you through an algorithm of tracks they think you'll like. And then you just save. That's how I get most of my songs, just like researching, and that's how I stay inspired. Like, especially the other thing is going out to events.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you like Shazam songs when you go out too? I
I'm gonna
Shazam
say
songs all the time.
I'm a cheeky little Shazammer sometimes. It's you kind of just got your phone like down there listening, but hey, like you like a song, and if it's on Shazam, like why not? It's not like you're stealing it, like
Yeah, no.
Especially if a big artist is playing it, something. It's like it's not so much of like taking a photo of the decks or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing, going out like Meltdown, for example. Like I felt super inspired after that. Like, especially because I'm playing a bit harder industrial now. There's this
Yeah.
artist called Kara, and he played at Meltdown, and he's just, oh God, he's just inspired me so much. And
Yeah.
for my like last headline set at Black Noir, like I played a lot of kind of the tracks that he, the style that he plays, because I was just like, love him so much. So yeah, that's how it changes a lot, I think. I go up and down. So
So
yeah.
Black Noir, was that the first techno club you actually
Played
performed
it.
at? Yeah.
It is, yeah, the first
Oh,
ever techno
cool.
club. And I got a set there. My first ever opportunity there was 2 years ago, maybe to the date, like yeah, some late January 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I had like a 2 a.m. slot. The
Oh,
club wasn't even like busy back
busy.
then. Like,
Oh,
and it was such a good time, and it's amazing. I'm really proud of how it's grown. Like, it's just insane these days.
yeah. And you also played what's the word to it? You also played a headline
Yeah,
set there
yeah.
too.
It was last weekend? 2 weekends ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played my headline set there, which is really awesome, like full circle for me.
It looks packed. I saw
Yeah.
the video footage
I was
on
actually surprised. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, like I said, that was like maybe nearly 2 years ago to the date that I had a first ever set and then a headline set.
a
So
headline set.
that was amazing. That was 2 hours of just like a proper journey, like playing all of the stuff I love, all of the stuff that I kind of think really relates to me as an artist. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it went well. I hope so. So
I'm
yeah,
sure it went well.
Yeah.
I really believe in you
Thanks,
because
doll.
it was a good set. Like I mean, I wasn't there unfortunately
For
because
the
I worked,
videos.
but
Plenty of stories pre-posted.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like pretty much liking every single of your
Oh,
story.
thanks,
I'm
babe.
like,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
just
It
too
was
cool.
really lovely. Like I had some of my old rave crew come out as well. That they don't go out anymore, but they came out for it too. So that was really lovely. Like having like a good bunch of old friends there supporting you as well. So
Yeah.
because it was a super special moment for me. So yeah, it was good. It was so good. Anyway,
So,
that's okay.
so how do you approach creating tension like in your sets?
Yeah, so like as I just said with the headline, like I started off quite chill, like something more like not like melodic-y, kind of like bouncy and groovy, into really dark and hard. So I think doing that really creates the tension in the crowd. They love like they're vibing on a level, and then you go heavy and they're like, wow, what's this? And then I bring it down again to like I said, play a little bit of hard style in the middle, which is like it switches it up, and they're like, oh, what's this? And then you go back up again, and then at the end it's like the main event sort of thing, like
Yeah.
and I love to end my sets on like a lovely song,
Yeah.
like
That's cool.
like a nice melodic
Yeah.
song, because it just, I don't know, you're going crazy for like 2 hours, and then the last track's actually really nice and emotional, so it kind of just sets the tone, and
Yeah.
like
Do you also like filter your tracks out when you end your set, or like do you just like when someone else plays and be like, oh, I'm up next, so I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I
put my
like
USB in?
for me, I personally like it when they do a wind down.
Yeah, I
So
wind down.
like
Yeah.
they'll, because it just, like it stops, and it, their set's over. It's my, like, if you just do continue playing into a song, a lot of people won't realize that another DJ is playing.
Another DJ got on. Yeah.
Most of the time, 100%, I would really like for them to do that. But if they would prefer me to just mix into the song,
Yeah.
like that's fine too.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of the time, yeah, I do like them to just, finish it for me, sort of thing. So,
Yeah.
yeah. What about you? What do you prefer?
Myself, I prefer to filter out of like every time when I play a set, like before like someone else will like jump on,
Mhm.
like I will always filter the track out. I don't know why, but even when I create mixes on SoundCloud, I will just like make an ending and actually filter out the song.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just like, I don't know, I feel like if I don't do that,
Yeah.
it's just,
It's just like a continue, like
Yeah,
you'll
it
just be
feels like-
continuing, like
Yeah.
it's just you playing. And because of Black Noir as well, like you can't see the DJ half the time
yeah.
because it's like in this cage, and like
Yeah.
if you're at the back, you can't see the DJ at all. You just see people.
Yeah.
So like they don't know if you're finished or not.
Unfinished
so-
or not. That's why it's really
Yeah.
important to do like a filter like out. And
Yeah,
then it means like,
100%.
okay, that
That's
DJ
why I do that or
finished.
a wind down. Yeah.
Now we got
yeah.
another DJ.
However you
playing
want to
on.
do it to just
Yeah.
have your music stop. So yeah.
Yeah, I've never played a Black Noir, but I played a Basement before.
Yeah, Basement.
Basements is
yeah.
a really cool club.
Yeah, I played
Yeah.
there I think once, and then I played in the Blue Room
The Blue Room.
with
That's
the
where
Silent.
the
Is that
silent
where you
disco.
played?
That was like my first set there.
Yeah, cool.
I'm not my first ever live set, but
No,
I played
yeah,
at Basement
yeah.
for the first time, and I got to play
Yeah, that's
in the
cool.
Blue
I've
Room.
done that too. Yeah, it's good.
Shout out to Bailey that gave me that
Shout out to
opportunity.
Bailey.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Basement guys. They're good.
yeah,
Yeah, they're doing really well. Good things as well for the scene and doing crazy stuff like collabing with Teletech as well. So
yeah.
yeah, it's good to see. Good to see it all happening. So yeah.
If you had to choose between, if you were to do a back-to-back set
yeah.
with Sarah Laundry
Mhm.
and is it
Anger Fist?
Anger
Yeah.
Fist or Restricted?
Yeah,
Who would you
100% Anger Fist, man. He's an absolute hardcore legend. And obviously my roots are all, hardcore, hardstyle, early
Yeah.
hardcore. And Anger Fist is like the god of all gods in the music scene for us. So if I could do it back to back with him, that would be insane. Even though I don't really play hardcore, like he did play a hard techno set at Meltdown actually, so that was sick.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Usually
sick.
he's a hardcore DJ
Yeah.
playing like
So like a lot
techno.
of them are doing that. Like a
Yeah,
lot of them are
it's-
doing this
it's
like
the new
kind of
trend
crossbreed
now.
thing. Like
Yeah.
him and like Mad Dog as well. Like he's
Mad
doing
Dog,
his
yeah.
down tempo stuff, which is very like hard techno. So because they're so talented and the biggest artists ever with hardcore, like the shit they make is so good. And honestly, early hardcore, it's really quite similar to hard techno as well. Like early hardcore BPM is like 160,
Yeah.
165, as opposed to now it's like 180, 200, 210, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to like call it. But yeah, I think a back to back with Anger Fist, it would be, yeah, insane.
I feel like
I would make many people jealous, that's for sure.
yeah. I feel like also with the new trend, like the nomination, like last for 2024, hard techno was actually got nominated
Yeah.
as number one, like
it's
trend
insane.
genre.
It's
I was-
crazy how much it's grown. Like I'm
Yeah.
actually shocked. Like when I first went to my first hard techno event, as opposed to now, like it's wild.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the like biggest growing genres I've ever seen. Like ever since being into like in the scene and stuff, it's just wild. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. It's good because then we go to more parties and we get to experience more things.
more.
You don't have to like search high and low to try and find a
Yeah.
party that you like. So
Do you have an example of like an international festival that should come to Australia that a lot of people would feel inspired to go to?
yeah, I mean, a lot of them have already. Like Verknipt is a massive hard techno.
Verknipt?
Verknipt, yeah, it's a big hard techno event over in Europe. They're coming for their first Australian show in
Wow.
May,
That's really cool.
which is really crazy. Like, and then you obviously got Teletech. They've come over to Australia. They're doing like 3 shows a year in Australia.
That's pretty cool.
Obviously DEFCON, but we had DEFCON Australia as well.
Yeah,
so
and
we don't
DEFCON,
we lost it
unfortunately,
unfortunately.
can't come back now.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
In other terms of other companies like that should bring it.
What about like have you heard of the
Awakenings? Yeah.
Awakenings.
Awakenings could work. I just think it's just because Awakenings is a bit of a combination of all types of techno.
Yeah.
I think it would do well, but I don't know if it would do well in Australia in terms of having all of that crowd together.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you've
feel
got
like-
over there, like everyone will just go, and it's
Yeah.
also the size. Like
Yeah.
the size is huge, whereas here I don't know where they would put
I
it.
feel like
Yeah.
we mostly do our festivals at like Sydney Showground, and I
Absolutely.
feel like we kind of this is why I kind of don't really well as a DJ, like I love hard techno, hard style, but I feel like for something like Sydney Showground, like hosting it at the same venue for
Yeah.
every single festival,
Because there's no other
it doesn't
places,
really
right?
it doesn't really
Yeah.
make me feel that inspired
No.
and excited to
to
go.
go.
Because
Yeah.
I've experienced that with Festival X. Like, I didn't really enjoy it because the Sydney Showground,
It's the same thing every
it's
time.
the same thing.
Yeah,
I feel like we need
absolutely.
to, like, that's something that we need to improve on in Australia.
Agreed.
Is, basically creating not just more events, but giving more options instead of that
That's the
one
thing.
venue.
Yeah, it's hard. Sydney's in a bit of a crisis with venues. Like,
I feel like too many rules here as
rules,
well. Yeah.
exactly. Like, look at Melbourne. They have so many unique, amazing venues that they
Yeah.
have things in, like warehouses and stuff. Like, we had Regatta Centre where DEF CON used to be on the lake.
Yeah.
In
Wasn't that like
Penrith?
where
It was
Penrith
like,
way?
it's
Yeah,
where they
yeah.
did the rowing, and that was everyone was so excited to get there because it was just such a cool, unique, like
Yeah.
so Australian on the water, and it was always so hot and like
Feel
it
like
was
in a
such
different
vibe.
atmosphere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was just so cool. And yeah, like showgrounds, obviously it's the only place you can really put events here. Like they have Cockatoo Island, they do Mode Festival there, which
Yeah.
is like on the and that's really
Cockatoo,
cool
yeah.
warehouse looking like industrial vibes on an island.
Mm.
And then you got Carriage Works where they're doing a lot of teletechs, and
Yeah.
that's a really unique, cool venue. But honestly, at the moment, that's it. Like, I feel absolutely they need to find more space for venues, but it's also because we don't have much here.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy over in Europe how many venues they have, and you're like, how is this? They're all such small countries, and they're like, there's
Yeah.
just so many places they can have these parties.
I feel
it's
like
just,
what
yeah.
has changed a lot though was like during COVID time where
Mm.
now I feel like life is also so expensive that people can't afford
Inflation.
to go out.
Well, that's
and
the thing. It
I feel
costs a
like
lot to
I've-
put a party on now
yeah,
as well.
and I feel
yeah.
like that's what's changed so much in the music
Mhm.
world. I feel like back then, you know, like in 2010, like there was a lot more clubbing back then. More
Mhm.
people were
Yeah.
like excited.
Yeah. That's it. It really did. COVID really did ruin a lot.
Yeah.
It ruined a lot in terms of like respect in the crowd as well, I find.
I feel like respecting DJs as well. Like
Oh,
I
the
feel
respect
like
of local DJs.
respect
It's
for
definitely
local
a problem.
DJs. Like,
yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
you know, there is some nightclubs that won't do anything about it, and it's like I feel like I personally can't support a nightclub
That's like
if they don't do anything
for their
about
locals.
for the
yeah.
local DJs, or if they're feeling
100%.
unsafe, or the crowd itself. If someone's not feeling safe in the crowd, it's
Yeah.
like report it, but do something about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it
Yeah.
sucks, honestly. But I feel like it's starting to get better, but you're right. Like
I feel like everything has changed.
Yeah.
Like 2010 is
oh my
where
God, it was so good
the
back
clubbing
then.
was so good back then, even though I couldn't experience it. I turned 18
He turned 18.
in 2020 actually. I turned 18.
Oh my God, you're so young, babe.
Yeah.
What a- I turned 18 in 2009, I'm sure.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm old. But no, I definitely do agree. It was definitely much better back then.
Yeah.
But I mean, you
I
can
feel
tell
like
people
we
are trying so hard to keep the scene,
Yeah.
the music scene alive, and it's getting better.
I feel like
Um,
Meltdown is what's keeping it like really
Well, that was the
pretty much
first one, I
alive.
think, and that's what's really
Like
made
BPM.
it pop off. Like, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Wow, I want to go to these parties now." HSU, obviously, big for hardstyle. Like they've
Yeah.
kept that going. So completely different crowds are back in the day now, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It's a festival, and the fact if we can still like get music events, then that's a positive. But
Mhm.
I think it's always a dream for people who love music to go overseas and experience festivals there. So I'm
Yeah.
very excited to go over again this year. So
You going
yeah, I'm
to
gonna
Europe
go.
this year?
Yeah, going
Yeah?
in June, going to DEF CON, my partner's first time.
Wow.
So I know it's his first DEF CON, so that's exciting. And then we're going to be doing a classics festival. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
at in the Netherlands, and then Verknipt Arena. So really keen for that. Yeah. But anyway.
No, that's really cool. I know I've always wanted to experience like European festivals.
Oh, you will
That
one
would
day.
be-
You got this.
That would be really cool.
One day. You're young, super young, so
Yeah. I feel
you
like it's just
can.
me trying to afford the plane
It's
trip
so
there.
expensive. It's so expensive, bro. Yeah, you really got to save up for it. So
DEFCON's in Netherlands?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
cool.
Yeah, so it should be good.
So what do you find the most creative part about making a techno track? Like what makes techno like so enjoyable
Yeah.
to like produce?
I think my favorite part of making like a hard techno track, whatever, it's the creative freedom.
yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter. I don't know. Like it's really hard to explain. Like you can kind of just make what sounds whatever you like because it's just such a big it's such a wide genre. Like
Yeah.
you can go down the reverse bassy path, you can go down the hard heavy kicks path, you can
Yeah.
put a little bit of like acid in there, like it's all, and you intertwine them. This is why I think hardstyle and like hard techno go well together. It's like a lot of people are making that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's probably my my favorite part is being able to be just creatively free. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Creatively free. And like, yeah, just putting down an idea and then just going with it. Like also you can use like samples and like, vocal samples or some sort of samples from anywhere. Like Splice is a really good one that is
Yep,
used by a
Splice is
lot
definitely
of artists. But for example, me and Lewis Mallock have a collab coming out next month, and it's
wow.
we got
cool.
our sample from a South Park episode
Oh no
because
way.
we love South Park.
South Park's so good. Yeah.
So we used that and like kind of like distorted the voice and added it into the track, and it's actually so much fun. It's such a fun track. So I think 100% favorite part about making it is being able to like just have that freedom and creativity, because with hardstyle it's like you kind of got to stick to one thing.
Yeah.
The crowd only like hardstyle kicks, all of that, but with us it's like with hard techno you can just
You can do
kind of
different
add anything
kicks.
in. Like
Yeah.
my track coming out next week called Connected, it's like got a psytrance rumble at the
Wow.
start to it, and then it goes into a heavy kind of hard techno kick towards the
Oh,
end. So
Well, that's interesting.
yeah, it's that's it. Like you don't have to hold back basically. And I think
Yeah.
that's definitely one of my favorite parts about being able to produce this genre. So yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Thank you.